In the world of Korean entertainment, fame can rise in an instant, but it can also disappear just as quickly. One day, an actor is celebrated for their talent and respected across the industry. The next, their name begins to fade from headlines, replaced by questions, speculation, and uncertainty. This is the story of Cho Jin-woong, an actor known for his powerful performances and commanding screen presence, whose sudden disappearance from the spotlight has left fans confused and searching for answers. For years, Cho Jin-woong built a reputation as one of South Korea's most reliable and versatile actors. Unlike many celebrities who rely on charm alone, he earned respect through his dedication to craft. His performances in films and dramas consistently showcased emotional depth, intensity, and authenticity. Directors trusted him, audiences admired him, and critics praised his ability to transform into any role he was given. His career was not built overnight. It was the result of years of steady work, gradually climbing the ladder of success. From supporting roles to leading performances, Cho Jin-woong became a familiar face in some of Korea's most memorable productions. His presence alone often signaled quality. However, everything began to change when discussions about his past started circulating online. At first, the situation seemed like many others in the entertainment industry. Unverified claims spreading across social media platforms, gaining attention as more people began to talk. Online forums, blogs, and video channels picked up the topic, each adding their own interpretation. As interest grew, the narrative became more complicated. Some reports mentioned allegations connected to events from earlier in his life. Others discussed broader concerns about behavior and past actions. It is important to note that much of this information remained unclear, with different sources presenting conflicting details. No single version of events fully explained the situation, which only added to the confusion. As the conversation expanded, public attention intensified. Fans who had admired Cho Jin-woong for years found themselves divided. Some chose to wait for verified information before forming opinions, while others reacted quickly to what they were seeing online. In South Korea's entertainment industry, public perception plays a significant role in shaping a celebrity's career. Even unconfirmed issues can lead to serious consequences, especially when discussions spread rapidly through digital platforms. Agencies, production companies, and sponsors often respond cautiously in such situations. Soon after the controversy gained attention, Cho Jin-woong's public appearances became less frequent. There were fewer updates, fewer interviews, and noticeably fewer announcements about upcoming projects. For someone who had been consistently active, the change was difficult to ignore. Industry observers began to wonder whether this was a temporary pause or something more permanent. Then came the most surprising development: reports suggesting that Cho Jin-woong had stepped away from the industry entirely. While no detailed official explanation clarified the full situation, the idea that he had quietly withdrawn from public life quickly spread. Some sources described it as a personal decision, possibly to avoid further attention or to focus on private matters. Others suggested that the ongoing controversy had made it difficult for him to continue working in the same way as before. Without clear confirmation, the situation remained uncertain. As time passed, the mystery deepened. Fans who searched for updates found very little information. Unlike many celebrities who address controversies through statements or interviews, Cho Jin-woong remained largely silent. This absence of communication created an unusual situation where speculation filled the gap left by facts. Months later, a new development brought his name back into conversation. Reports began circulating that Cho Jin-woong had been seen outside South Korea, with some claims placing him in Malaysia. These sightings were not officially confirmed, but they quickly attracted attention online. Images and descriptions shared across platforms sparked renewed curiosity. Was he truly there? Had he chosen to leave the country permanently? Or were these simply rumors that gained momentum because of his continued absence? Once again, there were no clear answers. This uncertainty has become a defining part of the story. Unlike typical celebrity controversies that follow a predictable pattern, accusation, response, resolution, this situation remains open-ended. Each new piece of information raises more questions than it answers. For content creators and audiences alike, The story of Cho Jin-woong highlights how quickly narratives can shift in the digital age. In today's environment, information travels faster than ever before. A single post can reach thousands, sometimes millions, within minutes. As a result, separating verified facts from speculation becomes increasingly difficult. This is especially true in cases where official statements are limited or absent. It also reflects a broader pattern within the entertainment industry. Public figures often face intense scrutiny, not only for their professional work but also for their personal lives. Expectations are high, and reactions can be immediate. In such an environment, even uncertainty can have a powerful impact. For Cho Jin-woong, the lack of clarity surrounding his situation has become part of the story itself.
Some fans continue to support him, hoping for a return or at least a clear explanation. Others have moved on, focusing on new actors and new stories. Meanwhile, industry insiders remain cautious, waiting for confirmed developments before making any assumptions. What makes this case particularly compelling is the absence of a clear conclusion. There is no definitive statement that explains everything. There is no confirmed timeline that answers all questions. Instead, there is a series of events: career success, emerging controversy, gradual withdrawal, and unverified sightings that together form a narrative filled with uncertainty. And perhaps that is why this story continues to capture attention. People are naturally drawn to mysteries, especially when they involve someone they once admired. The unanswered questions create a sense of intrigue, encouraging discussions and theories. Each new rumor or report adds another layer to an already complex situation. However, it is important to approach such stories with balance and responsibility. While it is easy to focus on speculation, responsible storytelling means acknowledging the difference between confirmed facts and unverified claims. It means presenting information in a way that informs rather than misleads. As of now, the full truth behind Cho Jin-woong's disappearance from the public eye remains unclear. What is certain is that his impact on the industry cannot be ignored. His performances, his dedication, and his contributions to Korean cinema and television remain part of his legacy. Regardless of current circumstances, those achievements continue to be recognized by fans and professionals alike. Whether he chooses to return in the future or remain out of the spotlight is something only time will reveal. Until then, the story of Cho Jin-woong stands as a reminder of how unpredictable the world of entertainment can be. It shows how quickly situations can change, how powerful public perception can be, and how important it is to seek clarity in a sea of information. For now, the mystery remains unsolved. And perhaps that is what makes it so compelling. Because sometimes, the most intriguing stories are not the ones with clear endings, but the ones that leave us wondering what really happened behind the scenes.